One of the things I've come to realize is that a lot of people are doing everything they can to try to make money and to try to work to get an income, but not many people are giving the same level of attention and commitment to learning about money. You need to understand that the more you learn, the more you earn. Your learning capacity determines your earning capacity. So when you spend time to learn more about money, you will understand that there are principles that governs the creation of wealth. Wealth is created. Wealth is not automatic. Someone has to take the responsibility for the creation of wealth. And wealth creation also takes time. It takes time to create wealth. Wealth creation also goes through a process. And then there are ingredients for wealth creation. There are principles. There are laws that govern wealth creation. So no matter who you are, no matter where you are, once you understand the laws and the principles that governs wealth creation, and you apply those laws and those principles, they will work for you as long as you are willing to be patient, to walk through it and go through the process. Anything meaningful that will last must go through a process. The challenge is, number one, people don't know that there are laws and principles. Then those who know do not practice the laws and principles. They are waiting for one supernatural move to happen. And then those who practice it are not patient enough to go through the process to the formation of the wealth that they are looking for. So it's like a woman trying to give birth to a child in 3 months or 6 months. You have to go through the gestation period. And everyone also has a gestation period that they go through. So no matter who you are, once you understand the principles and you apply it, it will help you. What I would tell anyone listening to me right now is, if you want to become wealthy, understand that there are laws and principles that makes you to become wealthy. Be committed to applying those laws and those principles, and be patient to see them work. All this get rich quick scheme, all this I want to blow, I want to make it now, all this I'm just believing God, God will just bless me, I want to anoint you for prosperity. You're just looking for an easy way out. All those things will cause you to end up in frustration. But once you know what you need to do, then there are just 3 simple steps. Number one, financial intelligence. Do everything you can to continue to learn about money, how to make it, how to manage it, how to multiply it, all the laws and the principles. And the more you learn, the more you earn. You keep learning. You don't stop learning. Number 2, financial planning. Sit down, develop a plan on how you are going to move from your present financial position to your desired financial destination. And then number 3, financial discipline. Financial intelligence, financial planning, financial discipline. And as you stick at it, you will arrive at the wealthy place. It's not an impossible thing. Principles makes life predictable. And principles are universal. Wherever you are in the world, the law of gravity is the same in US, in Australia, in Nigeria. The law of self-preservation is the same. So principles are universal. But listen to what I'm about to say now. Even though principles are universal, the application of those principles are personal, contextual, and geographical. Personal in the sense that we may all be listening to the same thing. But in applying that principle, I have to look at my personal life, my personality, where I am as a person. For instance, now, if someone is listening to me right now and you are 17 years old, or someone is listening, you are 27, or someone is listening, you are 47, or someone is listening, you are 67, even though you are listening to the same information, the way a 17-year-old will apply it will be different from the way a 47-year-old will apply it. Because the 17-year-old guy is probably single and unmarried without too much responsibility, while the 47-year-old man is probably married with children and lots of responsibility. So even though the principles are universal, the application is personal. Number 2, the application is contextual. You have to look at your context. So you might be listening to me right now and you are 27. But even though you are 27, you have parents that are alive and they are working, and you are living in your parents' house and you are not paying any rent and you are not paying any bills, but you are working and saving all your income. That's your context. But somebody else is probably listening to me right now. She's also 27, but she doesn't have father, she doesn't have mother, or she has father and mother that are even depending on her. So even though she's hearing and listening to the same principle, our context is different. So the interpretation of that principle is personal, contextual. If you are listening to me right now, you've just been diagnosed of cancer yesterday, and you are listening to me today, you are different from somebody that is ill and healthy and healthy, because your context is different. And then it's also geographical. So if you are listening to me right now, you are in a capitalist environment. The way you apply the principles is different from somebody that is in a socialist environment. It's different from somebody that is in a communist environment. So principles are universal. No matter who you are, the principles and the laws of wealth creation are the same. Number one, the principle of financial intelligence. What you know determines how far you go. If you are not informed, you will be deformed. If you are not inspired, you will expire. If you are not updated, you will be outdated. Those who know rule over those who do not know. So, number one is the law of what? Financial education, financial literacy. Number two is the law of delayed gratification. You must learn to delay gratification. If you eat tomorrow's food today, you'll be hungry tomorrow. If you wear tomorrow's clothes today, you'll be naked tomorrow. So, delayed gratification. Money is not for eating. There are only three things you can do with money. You can waste it, you can spend it, you can invest it. Foolish people waste money. Average people spend money. Wise people invest money. So the law of delayed gratification is a law you must apply. Anywhere you are in the world. Number three is the law of savings. If you don't save, you are not saved. What you save today will save you tomorrow. So you need to save because money is tripartite. There is nothing called future. There is nothing called tomorrow. Today is yesterday's future. Today is yesterday's tomorrow. So the tomorrow you are talking about, my future is bright, my future is bright. There is no bright future anywhere. The future is a concept. It doesn't exist. You create it with your today. So every time you get money, money is tripartite. That money that you are receiving, every time you receive that money, a portion of that money belongs to your past to take care of the bills you have already incurred. A portion of that money belongs to your present to take care of your ongoing obligation. A portion of that money belongs to your tomorrow, your future. So if you don't save, you are eating your future. But if you save 10, 20, 30% of your income, you are now creating the future. By the time you enter the future will have been created. Number four, the law of asset acquisition. You need to acquire assets and not liabilities. So every time you are getting money, you are saving. Savings is not an investment, but you save so that you can invest. Savings is setting money aside for a purpose. Investing is sending money on assignment for a return. So the law of asset acquisition must be applied. You acquire asset, not liability. iPhone 12, iPhone 13, iPhone 14. What has it ended up with your life? You are buying red bottom shoe, bag and shoe to match. Your destiny is not matching your bank account. You are buying bone straight. Your life is not straight. And you are buying three-piece suit, and then you don't have 3 floors of flat or 3 plots of land. All those things are a waste of your life. So you acquire asset. Number 5, the law of cash flow and investment. It's not just enough to have an asset. You need to have cash flow producing asset and cash flow investment that continues to bring money into your life regardless of you working. Next, the law of multiple streams of income. You need to continue to have different streams of income working for. So the laws are all there. My School of Money book is there. There are many books that have been written all over the world that ask all these principles. They are not new, but people are not ready. They are looking for shortcuts, and shortcuts will cut you short. Shortcut is the longest cut because if you get crashed, you will crash land. So the laws are there, and anybody can apply it and it will work for them. Saving is setting money aside for a purpose. And one of the reasons why you save is for what we call eventualities. You save for eventualities. You save for the rainy day. You save for security. So we tell people that you need to save between 6 to 8 months of your living expenses stored up in cash. So if, for instance, if you need 2,400, 2,400 to survive every month, that's, you look at your budget and you know, okay, I need 2,400 every month. Then 2,400 times 6 or 2,400 times 8 is what you should have saved up in cash, so that no matter what happens, you will still be able to live for 6 months while you are trying to reinvent and reorganize your life. And once you have that covered, then you are good to go. That's number one. Number 2 reasons why you save is to be able to maximize opportunities. Life is all about opportunities. It is better to be prepared, waiting for opportunities, than for opportunities to come and make you unprepared. So the second reason why you save is to maximize opportunities, because crisis creates opportunities. So if someone is in a crisis, they can decide to sell a car for 30% of its value. They can decide to sell a house for 60% of its value. They can decide to sell an asset for 70% of its value. Why? Because they are in crisis. And you can now maximize that opportunity, because success is opportunity plus preparation equals to success. So the second reason why you save is so that you can be able to maximize opportunities that life brings to you. Number 3, the third reason why you save is for investment. You save so that you can invest. Savings is not an investment, because the return on your savings, the interest rate on your savings is not, and it's not a good return. The inflation is going to eat up that. Devaluation is going to eat up that. So savings is not an investment, but you need to save and develop that culture.
Like and share this to your group of 7 and more. Also remember to subscribe